Bottle Top Bill and his best friend Corky up on the hill. Let's watch them as they play, playing all day. Hooray!
The Adventures of Bottle Top Bill
and his best friend Corky.
Bottle Top Bill.
What's today's adventure about, Bill?
It's about the Great Wild Woolly.
He's the trickiest sheep ever.
He sure is, Corky. And this is one of our trickiest adventures. It's called The Wild Woolly Friend.
Look at our strawberries, Bill.
Ripe and ready to eat.
You know what that means.
The Great Wild Woolly will want to take some.
It's just as we thought, Bill.
The Great Wild Woolly is here.
And ready to take our strawberries.
I'm going to give that Woolly a piece of my mind.
And tell him that he's not allowed to take them.
Is he doing what I think he's doing, Corky?
He's asking us nicely for some strawberries.
Paint me pink. He is too.
Of course you may have some strawberries, Great Wild Woolly.
Because you're asking very nicely.
And as long as you ask, you can have as many as you like.
We're happy to give them to you.
I think that was a thank you, Bill.
It's a pleasure, Great Wild Woolly. What is it, Corky?
Don't you think it's strange that the Great Wild Woolly is suddenly so polite?
It is a bit.
I wonder if he's up to one of his old tricks again.
There's only one way to find out, Corky. Let's follow him and see.
I'm right behind you, Bill.
He's heading for Mrs. Whistlehead's farm.
And her sheep.
Aha! So that's what he's doing.
He's going to let her sheep go.
You were right, Corky. He is up to his tricks.
He went right by them, Bill. He's not after the sheep at all.
He must be planning an even bigger trick.
He's going to Mrs. Whistlehead's flower garden now.
What would he want there?
I hope he's not going to damage it.
He picked some flowers.
I've never seen the Great Wild Woolly do that before.
This is getting very mysterious, Corky.
Should we keep following him?
We most certainly should.
What's this place, Bill?
This is Mrs. Toottop's farm.
What would the Great Wild Woolly be doing here?
I'm not sure, but I think it might have something to do with that sheep.
Look at that, Bill.
Could the Great Wild Woolly be in love?
I think he is in love, Bill.
And I think she likes the Great Wild Woolly just as much.
I wonder if Mrs. Toottop knows about this.
We'd better check with her, just to make sure.
I hope Mrs. Toottop's home.
I think she is, Corky.
You're right, Bill. I can see her now. Good morning, Mrs. Toottop.
How are you?
Bill, Corky, how nice to see you.
Mrs. Toottop, could you tell us about that sheep in your field?
Oh, that's Lady, my prize-winning sheep. Isn't she beautiful?
What sort of prizes does she win?
Well, she's always winning ribbons and trophies at sheep shows. I'm very proud of her.
Did you know the Great Wild Woolly was visiting her?
And being extra friendly to her.
Oh, yes, but I don't mind.
You don't?
Haven't you noticed how well-behaved he's become since he's met Lady?
He is much nicer.
Exactly. He's happy. Lady's happy, and I'm happy.
So everybody's happy.
I must be off. I have lots of errands to run. See you again.
Bye, Mrs. Toottop.
Goodbye. What a surprise, eh, Corky? The Great Wild Woolly being nice.
I wonder if this means he'll stop playing tricks forever.
That would be a surprise. What's going on?
It's the Great Wild Woolly, and he sounds upset. What's the matter, Great Wild Woolly?
We don't understand. What's this?
It looks like a truck.
Why would a truck upset the Great Wild Woolly?
Better take a close look at it, Bill.
That was Lady.
Oh no! She must have been stolen.
Is that what's happened, Great Wild Woolly? Has Lady been stolen? We've got to tell Mrs. Two-Top.
Did she say where she was going?
No, and we don't have time to find her.
We'll have to go after Lady ourselves.
We'll take our car.
Good idea, Bill. That'll help us catch the truck. You can come too, Great Wild Woolly.
There's no time to lose.
Ready, Bill?
Ready, Corky?
I think that means ready too.
After that lady.
Are you sure the truck came this way, Bill?
I'm positive, Corky.
Then it must be heading for the train station.
Why would anyone take Lady there?
I can't see the truck.
Nor can I, Corky.
I think we've lost Lady.
No, Corky. We haven't lost her.
She's on that train.
We can't follow that train in a car.
We'll need another train.
I know the perfect train to use.
The train we fixed up and made good as new.
It'll do the job, all right.
It's old lightning.
Everyone on board.
Full steam ahead, Bill.
Full steam it is, Corky.
Can we catch up to that train, Bill?
We'll do what we can, Corky.
But we won't give up until we save Lady.
You said it, Corky.
We're not getting any closer, Bill.
This is as fast as old lightning can go.
Then we can't catch them.
There might be a way, Corky. Time for the brakes.
What's your plan, Bill?
We'll take the old track through the hills. The old track goes through the hills rather than around them.
So it's a shortcut.
Spot on, Corky.
But Bill, why did they build the new track if the old track is shorter?
Good question, Corky. I don't know.
Now we know why, Bill.
It's very twisty.
And turny.
We're lucky the shortcut is short.
We'll be okay once we're out of the hills.
You're right, Great Wild Woolly. It's not far now.
We made it.
But where's the other train?
The shortcut worked.
We got ahead of the other train.
Now to rescue Lady.
You'll do it?
That train's catching up fast.
You'll have one chance to do this.
How will he do it, Bill?
It looks like he's going to use that fishing rod.
Whatever he does, it's going to be very brave.
I'm holding old lightning steady.
And here comes Lady.
Remember, one go only.
He did it.
And he only needed one go.
Well done, Great Wild Woolly.
You're a champion.
We made it.
Won't Mrs. Two-Top be happy when we take Lady back to her?
We really should get Lady out of that box first, Bill.
Right you are, Corky.
Careful now.
Nice and soft will do it.
Out you come, Lady.
You'd think someone who's been rescued would be happier than that.
She's very grumpy, all right.
Bill, Corky, and Lady. What on earth has been going on?
It's all right, Mrs. Two-Top.
We found Lady and we rescued her.
You what?
No need to thank us, Mrs. Two-Top. We're always happy to help.
Top, top, top.
What's wrong, Mrs. Two-Top?
I'm here because I was told someone took Lady.
They did, and we saved her.
But don't you see? You're the ones who've taken her.
Us, Mrs. Two-Top?
Lady was on her way to a sheep judging show. She wasn't being stolen.
She wasn't?
Definitely not.
We're so sorry, Mrs. Two-Top.
We really thought we were helping.
It was a silly misunderstanding, so I'll forgive you. But please, don't let it ever happen again.
You can be certain of that, Mrs. Two-Top.
Come along, lady. We'd best be getting home.
Poor old Great Wild Woolly. It's sad that Lady doesn't like him anymore.
It is sad, Corky, but it's great that he's become so nice and polite now and doesn't play naughty tricks anymore.
Bill, do you notice something strange about Mrs. Whistlehead's sheep paddock?
No, it looks very quiet and peaceful to me.
Exactly. Where are the sheep?
Paint me pink, they've all gone.
What's happened to them?
Blow me down.
The Great Wild Woolly is taking the sheep.
And he's using our car to do it.
So much for the Great Wild Woolly being nice and polite.
He's back to playing his naughty tricks again.
What do we do, Bill?
We get after them. That's what, Corky.
On our way, Bill.
We should have known the Great Wild Woolly wouldn't really change his ways.
Once a Great Wild Woolly, always a Great Wild Woolly.
When you're right, Corky, you're right.
Bottle Top Bill and his best friend Corky. See you again. Goodbye.